because we're 45 minutes late. Boy, setting new records at this rate of running late. Luckily, 30 of those minutes is qualifying. It's not qualifying. 30 minutes of that is qualifying, but like, which means we have still 15 minutes roughly left. Okay. Sudo. I mean, after the disaster we had on Saturday, I don't think we're gonna run with the Sudo leak on Linux erase. It would be funny. Brockton is he's sitting in front of Darren Jones. Huh. And Darren to MPT is decent check behind. I don't like that. That looks to me like this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Alright. Let me calibrate so I'm not anymore getting my head sliced off. Although we're still getting our head sliced. Our ears sliced off right now. Ah, my poor ears. God damn it. I had trimmed this incorrectly, but like now, it's a few weeks, it will just... I'm too tall now to suddenly fit in the frame. It's really weird. How that happens. Guess I will just generate another config that might solve it. Do we have a setup for this car? Actually, yes. I have a 992 J Lopez R Zandvoort from 2023. Although probably the setup is, the setup is roughly around that time. Hello, a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, June. When did I race here with a Porsche in June? I don't remember having raced in June a Porsche here. Oh, wait a minute. Was there a round of Sudo here? Or was V-Track here? Because I haven't raced a car outside of these two championships, so like, it has to be either one of them. I want to figure this out right now. I know I should be qualifying, but like I'm like, this is more interesting right now. This is far more interesting right now. When did I last? How did I? Oh god, SimGrid is like again like about as fast as a glacier. It would be season 14 maybe, or it would be V-Track Challenge. I don't think V-Track raced at Zandvoort last season. Austria. No, the V-Track raced on there. Yes, round 4 of V-Track. Ah, okay. What lap times were I doing there? Because we figured that now out, we will briefly check about our lap times here. So Dutch V-Prix. Fastest lap 37 in the race. Oh, that's not good. Qualifying 35-2. Huh. Did we have rain in that race? Maybe, I guess. Otherwise I can't explain that quite. Setup is dry though. That's for sure. Setup is made for dry conditions. Temperatures are decently high though. We might want to do some rear duct, general duct opening. Just go for general duct opening. Let's hope that works out with the pressures. Now, quick check. Does my audio and stuff work? It would seem like that, I guess. And made some drastic errors. Oh! Price is also here, I've just noticed. Yeah, it is. This is like, wait a minute, I should probably join the voice chat. Hold on. Yep, that is also working. God, that's nice that it works. Hello.
He is here. He's here.
And you said he would join us and ditch us.
I feel stupid, violated by my own thoughts.
You know, the reason I figured out you guys were in this channel is because I looked at the leaderboard and saw Virus. Wasn't this?
Wait, what?
Wasn't the in-game server, so I was like, ah, he's probably also on the Discord channel. Yes.
You won't be the next time you thank you whenever, you know, I've been to servers.
Oh no, David does Tech Stuff has uploaded a new video.
Of the average,
Steam PC.
yeah, I saw the thumbnail, I haven't watched it. I think this was the funny thing is I took the Steam survey with 3 times this time around. Because it got prompted to me on Linux, it got prompted to me under Windows when I last raced. Last week, I think. Yeah, last week. Before the Sudo round, I got prompted by Windows. And I got prompted on my laptop. So yeah, my laptop is casually just destroying the statistic. I mean, granted, it has a 1080p display attached to it, at least. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM and but no
That's
graphics. It has Mesa
That's it.
graphics, so
Only
like
2 gigabytes of RAM, that's it. No thoughts, no like, nothing.
I mean, it has
man.
4 physical cores, so that statistic is being skewed a bit down again. Because I think the average is probably at like 6 or 8, I think, right now. Still.
Ah yes, Spotto is by the way abusing some Too Savage glasses again.
What?
The sunnies that he's usually wearing, sporting. He's stepping on them.
Why?
Because to show they're durable. And they don't offer to pay in euro. Fuck them.
Tricky circuit this is. Really tricky.
What is really tricky?
The circuit, the track.
Yeah. I think it's an understatement. Let's see, where does my first lap time come in? 37, oof.
There's an oof up ahead.
And then the brakes don't work in turn 1.
By the way, the gift has arrived and I already wrapped it in gift paper. Hope she will like it. I spend a lot of money. Like a lot.
Oh yeah, and last night I figured out how to get Juiced running.
And how hard was it?
I switched over to running it through Lutris instead of bottles, and it suddenly magically worked.
Motherfucker.
The only thing that is, I had two weird things. One, the audio doesn't really completely work. If I, the thing is, in the main menu, the audio works fine, but if you're in game, driving a race or something, you don't have music at all. It's just gone. And if you deinstall the D-Sound Windows library, you don't have any in-game audio, but the main menu still works. I came to the conclusion, I mean, if I stream it anyway, I can't use music anyway because of licensed soundtracks, so, I don't think this is the biggest loss here. Also, my controller didn't want to work, really. It wasn't showing up in the wine control panel for some reason.
Oops.
Like, it wasn't listed and it was showing up for the other wine prefixes. So, like, I don't know why it was happening there. However, because the repack included the juiced fixes, which has the option to hard map X input, add X input support, and by hard mapping the controller, that works. But because of hard mapping, you can't use the keyboard at all. That's why the option is like disabled per default. You can, for example, like not control your crewmates and stuff like that. Doesn't work. But the funny direct input mapper software can just simply be installed the same way you install it on the Windows, which is kind of hilarious. It still didn't see the controller, but you know, it worked otherwise. Considering those.
Add the game to Steam and then do Steam input with that.
Well, this wouldn't be too different. It would probably behave the same way at that point. There's a slight difference between running it through Wine and running it in Proton, because pressure vessel, like, it's quite literally called pressure vessel. But nah, you would need to still install all these DirectX components because the problem was that it was complaining that DirectX 9 wasn't installed. Because it needed some sort of specific library to think that it can draw, because it would have worked fine, guaranteed.
Sorry, I'm back.
But it just pretended it couldn't. That was the massive problem.
Oh boy. The Need for Speed Most Wanted season is out for Unbound.
Yeah. People are losing their mind because, ooh, I'm free.
Yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Why is there a motorcycle
Where?
in Unbound? You can drive a fucking motorcycle.
Welcome back, Motorstorm.
Welcome back, Porsche Gotham.
Tourist trophy.
MotoGP.
Oh yeah, I should perhaps try getting that old MotoGP game to work. That I have.
How old are we talking?
Let's see how many, if the main interface is also glitched on the Wine as it is on the Windows. Because the problem there is that for some reason the menu is way too dark. And especially the selection, the selector highlighting is so dark that you have to quite literally swap to a different option so I have a chance to read it even.
Is it normal that I wanna dislike Most Wanted fanboys?
I mean, I love it, but like, people get their panties into a twist too much over that M3.
M3 nut. M3 nut. I hate it that they still asking for. Why don't you remaster this? Maybe it's a touching subject for EA regarding the black box time.
Yeah, we're not getting any improvement out of this anymore.
Also, I no longer have EA Play due to me canceling Game Pass.
Okay.
No more 10% off. How much is the latest edition, the Ultimate Collection upgrade?
No big
15.
deal, 5 seconds off.
15.
Yeah. I mean, I'm barely holding on for dear life here.
He's dying? Oh no.
I mean, at the back of the grid, I'm holding on for barely. But I mean, the grid is also like 6 people, so I'm technically mid-grid, actually. I'm quite literally in the middle.
Technically 5. The other one we don't count it because of how slow he is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Metro mentioned in Reko's stream.
So you mean Recoware Tupperware? I think that's the full name, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stop
She's
fainting
working on a
ignorance.
spreadsheet.
What sort of spreadsheet?
Games to stream.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I infamously wanted to stream finally some.
Metro Awakening.
Well, that's gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully.
The big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first.
That was planned since last week. Technically, last week should have been already the first stream of Metro Awakening, and it just didn't happen because I was already still finishing off Exodus, and Exodus wasn't finished off yet because I was sick 1 week. So that's fun. Because I decided to not stream because of a migraine.
What is it? No. Are you a racing streamer without mentioning My Summer Car?
Yes.
I don't even own the game.
Same.
You see?
Shame, same.
Shame.
Shame.
I mean, you're
I'm
losing a
already
good
the
game.
same,
It's a fun
mate.
game, so what the...
Frontal lobe be like.
So,
But it's been done to death already, I feel, so...
Yeah.
T1 by T1?
I'm sorry.
this is me?
definitely on.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, with this championship, as far as I haven't run the math completely, but like as far as I know, because Darren has skipped a bunch of rounds, my real competition is camps. And who's vaguely still with me in a championship fight, but otherwise, just for attendance, I've won this more or less.
I looked up the circuit you raced on with the transits.
Thermaliter.
Yeah, looks interesting.
Yeah, it is DDF Racers Racetrack.
A fictional racetrack.
Yes. I've been running the Thermaliter over. It's like I ran the first one back in, gosh knows, 2020? Yeah, 2020. And I ran last year as well. I didn't run the year in between. But yeah, I ran this. Yeah, I ran the first year where it was actually hosted on AMS 1. Because he had designed that track back in like his teenage years for R-Factor 1. And he found out like, oh yeah, I could just export that track into Automobilista 1 with a tool. And it works fine. So that's how that track was born. It has since been remastered and everything. I guess Darren wants to start from the back.
Green line. Give it all you got. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What did I say? What did I say?
Okay, I still have to wait until Friday.
Well, I mean, it was helped massively due to Darren not starting, but like, and for the BMW just deciding to brake really early for turn 1. And I did squeeze him quite a bit. Yeah, something less fun has happened to me because it seems I have lost my charging cable for my laptop.
Oh no, how did you manage that?
Frankly, I have no clue. It's like I checked my bag Monday evening because I wanted to charge it while I'm sitting there in a lecture. It wasn't a lecture, it was an exercise group where we have actually sockets on our table so we can actually plug things in. And turns out I didn't have my charger for some reason with me. I have obviously my dock at home, so it's not like I can't charge my laptop. Plus I also have my Switch charger still, so like I can still charge this thing.
Just get a 65-watt charging brick.
Yeah, that was what I had. It's really interesting because my Acer laptop that I had for, gosh, 8 years or so? 8, 9 years now? I never lost a charging brick for it, but I did have to replace it end of last year, early this year, because it just the cable decided to lose its isolation, and even started arcing. So like that was like, okay, new brick for the old laptop. Because it had a barrel plug, you need to get some more universal charging brick. I don't think that one has a tip for USB-C, so can't use that one either.
Oh boy, what is my recommended? Something for Jordan and DJ.
What is it?
Migu. System of a Down cover to Chop Suey. 3 weeks ago.
I hope to play thing.
Time to hear Miku talk about capitalism.
So,
Oh,
I'm not just
liking.
beating my quality time right now, I'm starting to get close to beating the poll time. Yeah, it would have helped if I had actually turned up a bit earlier.
Yeah, the server started later as well, like 15 minutes later.
I did see the Discord message that was like 2 minutes before qualifying started, set the servers up now. So I'm like, that's a bit late. The problem I had was I was running late already from dinner, so like... And still I take like 15 minutes to set up once I'm done with everything.
Damn, 15 minutes to put on knee-high socks, okay? I
Well...
know it's a lot more. I know it's a lot more than that.
Well, it does factor in. Like, me taking off my clothes, putting on my driving clothes, that does take quite a significant amount of time. It's something I regularly underestimate, but like, it does take time. And I do not have software automation for all the software I need to start also. Which, with all the issues I had with the Linux stream on Saturday, boy, that's gonna be needed. Oh, I did figure out what my, how to use my pedal cam on the Linux. I can't.
Seen it. It was grainy.
Oh, you didn't see it when I actually got it working because I did that. That's on there. The solution for it was not use Pipewire, because Pipewire has only support for one codec, and the only good codec it offers, the only codec in which I can get the actual performance this webcam is rated for, which is 1080p 30, is Motion JPEG. And Motion JPEG can only be done with an ALV2 source, which is fine, works fine enough. Look, it's quite literally, I checked, in my current stream setup, the camera is 640 by 480 in size. Granted, I actually crop a decent chunk out of the picture already. So, the actual resolution that I record, I record, I think, at 720p, and then downscale it even further, but like the downscaled resolution of this thing is also like not particularly large. Yeah, it's... I mean, look, I replaced a phone that was an ancient phone that was running OBS Droid OBS cam or something, that had only 640 by 480 as the maximum free resolution it would give. And the camera was in general like not great. So anything is an upgrade at that point.
But yeah, I think, like, in terms of webcams, it's, I just found them tricky to get working even under other Windows. So
Webcams are poopy.
although I'm not so sure if it's Windows default or Skype default.
It's PC fault.
I mean, it depends.
Oops, that-
I mean, when was the last time you got a webcam to working?
With my C922.
Yeah, I mean, Virus was mentioning Skype, which implies this is like a decade ago.
No, I imply that this was the last 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Oh shit. You still use Skype?
Well, my friend only has Skype, and, well, he has Discord, but he prefers to use Skype.
Oh yes, Skype. But yeah, it's like...
I hate Skype. I hate Skype so much.
I had an old webcam that, like, we used back in the day. That thing ran at, like, at most 15 FPS or something.
It reminds me of one webcam. Holy shit, that sucked so much. Oh boy, oh boy. Nowadays I would
It had built-in lights that turned on when it felt it was too dark.
Well, nowadays I would suggest you to get a DJI Osmo Action if you want something more versatile. So you can stick it to your car or put it onto a chesty. Or maybe use it as a good webcam without any additional drivers. You just plug it in, set it on webcam mode inside the camera, and boom, there you go.
And how much does it cost?
Varies depending on the model, but it's a good camera. It's a good compact 4K camera.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much I spent again on this webcam. 20, 30 bucks?
I spent too much on my webcam, but it was back in 2017. The Logitech C922. God, I abused that thing quite a bit. I don't know why. Tossed it around the room, scraped it on the floor. The urge to now eat chips or tortilla. Tortilla.
Tortilla.
Tortilla chips.
Alexis is slowly making ground on me. I don't like this.
But yeah, I mean, my friend doesn't use Discord because it's more for academic reasons, apparently. Like, he used to communicate with others. And, well, and Skype is much more like a shitbox at this point, so...
Okay, but why don't they use something self-hosted or something like microshit Teams? For
Which version of Teams?
Teams New.
I mean, is Skype not Teams technically as well at the same time and also not? Welcome to Microsoft, where the lines are very blurry on these subject matters.
Welcome to Microsoft. If you want to fuck Windows 11, press 1.
It's no, not November, we cannot do that. Stay strong, fellas.
Why did I hear an Nvidia splash?
I don't know.
I don't know. You're starting to hallucinate.
No, Reco launched Flatout 2.
Launched what?
Flatout 2?
Little 2, I understood.
Flatout 2.
Yeah, I understood flat out 2 the second time around, but like I understood Flittle, and I'm like, is this like a
Maybe
Little
I'm
Big
having a
Planet
stroke,
spin-off
maybe
or
I have
what?
an aneurysm.
But I mean, I say academic. It's more to talk with other students. That's why I said it's academic.
Oh.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, their university in Greece has their own like system for education purposes. Plus, apparently, there exists a forum.
Okay, be right back. I'm gonna munch on some shit. I'm gonna eat some snacks.
Okay.
I mean, I had recently reinstalled WhatsApp just to communicate with people.
It's crazy the amount of like applications you need to have to communicate with people, because it's like they don't use only one. You know, I have Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber.
I could relatively well survive on WhatsApp and Telegram alone. But hey, I only need to talk with IT people and my family, so that's how I survive. And
You should
obviously-
get Instagram so I can send you virus reels like I do to Frab.
I'm not normie enough for Instagram.
At least it's not Snapchat.
Oh yeah. One of the interesting things I've recently seen is just like the amount of people who still play Clash of Clans.
Yeah, it's still quite popular.
It's
And
like-
even in the meme circles and all of that, it's quite popular.
Because I see it occasionally people playing it on their phones and like laptops and stuff. Then I walk past and like in another Discord I saw earlier that someone posted some images of that some of their whole life merch arrived and you could see Clash of Clans in the fucking background, so that's fun. The over here who hasn't touched that game in quite literally a decade.
I think I played it like maybe once or twice in the last decade.
I mean, I did play it in total more than I did play League, but like,
No.
but like it's about the same amount of time since I last played League since the last time I played Clash of Clans. Okay, I'm just noticing it's Darren now behind me. That's fun. What was camped who was behind me?
You should check the replay afterwards because Brogden had I don't know if he had a spin or something like that on lap 7, 6.
Okay. Okay, that's a bit wise. Okay, I need about 30 liters of chests.
Did you start with 60?
Yep. I mean, it's usually I put about that much into the car. Most cars default to 62 liters. So. I like taking like half a fuel tank, just roughly, and then just fuel whatever I need in the race. After all, I have a fuel calculator, so I don't have to do this before the race.
Lucky you.
I mean, usually. 2 weeks ago at V-Track I did, so... Yeah, I mean, otherwise I would just run the sum before the race. Take the averages, fuel average divided by what I figure out how many laps we're gonna run.
And it runs via SimHop, right?
My fuel calculator, yes. When I do it manually, I just use the fucking Windows calculator. And yeah, it is quite literally a single. It's not a plugin that I use for that. This is just JavaScript. It's just a JavaScript property that it's just JavaScript that I wrote to figure that out. I mean, it does some wacky stuff like figure out how far I'm around the lap basis, or on the basis of what is like the fastest lap and how far am I into the lap to compensate for the fact that I've partially started the lap. And I've obviously therefore consumed partially the fuel needed to complete this lap. And there's obviously some limitations. If you're not in the lead, it can't compute. If you're in the lead, it can't compute that that the leader could potentially start another lap. Also, if you hadn't pitted yet, it can't compute how much time you spent in the pit lane, so it can't compute either that you technically won't start another lap due to having spent time in the pit lane. Okay, Darren has decided to come into the pits now. I should probably cover him off.
Well, think about the tires though, so...
Yeah... He was closing in rapidly, so like I need to... Granted, I can afford going probably 2 laps more. Like a single lap is easy, you will easily perform an overcut that way. Especially on this track, but maybe I can even get away with 2. on,
Can't
stop
fit it.
sliding. I lost so much time this lap. It's not good. Really not good. Horrifically terrible in lap. So. Come on.
Mandatory stop and start clear. Let's go, 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 go. Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
I'm out
Just
again,
about.
just about. Well, I actually have a bit of gap. He lost some time in the pit stop. Sorry.
Didn't I overfueled by 10 liters again?
My fuel calculator's predicted that I'm 6.7 liters over. So 10 liters is not too bad.
Say again, because I did the same mistake at track. So
At which events?
TGT at track. We have
Huh.
silver stuff last weekend.
Ah. I mean, when you're changing tires, you don't lose extra time, so. It's like I didn't care even. It's like I do at times carry like 20 liters over the finish line, especially if I don't have refueling in the middle. It doesn't make that much of a difference at the end of the day. Darren just casually went a second faster than me. Clocking a 35.7.
It's amazing how they're finding so much time, not gonna lie.
I mean, I found compared to qualifying half a second. Like even he's dug out of his quality time another half a second. Oh, somebody has a stop go 30.
Oh, I think that's the McLaren.
Yeah, the other one. Darren drives one as well.
Yeah, I'm talking about the McLaren. The one that killed you and the one that almost killed me.
Oh yeah. Right, so just under half an hour to go, but like
It honestly feels like it's been so much longer.
yeah. Still went by a lot quicker than this. The thing is, like, because I have now Darren like half a second behind me. I mean, it is Zandvoort, it's not like he's gonna have an easy time getting by me, but oh boy. It's still a long time. McLaren still hasn't come into the pits, huh?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Should come in this lap though.
Yeah, sooner rather than later gonna have the problem of disqualification if he continues on. Yeah, he's now in the pits. Hello, Andrena. How are you doing? Tried onion rings today, but they were not good. They were a bad batch. Okay. Onion kept sliding out of the breading when I took a bite. You know, the concept of an onion ring is so vague that like I'm not quite sure what it is in this case.
You know, onion rings, deep fried, usually.
Yeah, usually they're similar to like.
I'm back. I have survived.
Like,
Oh, you took a while.
I snacked.
Did you leave before we started the race or after? I don't quite remember anymore.
I don't remember either.
I think just after we started. But onion rings are basically fried breading around onions in a ring shape. Yeah, I don't know what the term is for Tintenfischring in English, but like
fish fingers?
it would be squid. Like it's
Squid.
Tintenfisch is ink squid.
Squid rings.
Yeah, squid rings, which are also like a slice of it and then just fried. But yeah, if you make them like onion, if you do replace the squid with onion and like, I don't know. I mean, you do disassemble occasionally, you know, and things go fleeing, but like,
You never had the meat?
I usually clean shave.
Clean shave?
What?
Context?
Andrena said in my chat that like I'm super hyper masculine, like Ronnie Coleman, and I have a beard. It's like, no, I usually clean
No.
shave. I do occasionally grow a neck beard because I don't shave regularly enough, but like,
Nice booby. That's the term, right?
what?
Nice booby. Yeah, I'm also a clean shaver.
My shaver died this week.
What was that like? The thing is with ours, we had like for a while used like because the long hair attachment didn't work anymore on it. We had used an old hair cutting machine for that purpose.
Oh
And that one died as well. So that's-
no. That one committed seppuku.
that one also eventually died, so we have now a new machine, so that solves that problem.
Okay, good. My mom cuts my dad That's hair with a hair cutting machine.
Oh yeah, back in the day we got a haircut with a hair cutting machine.
And I'm usually going to the barber, getting my hair cut and style, basically.
Yeah, a few weeks ago I got also a haircut, so so I
I
don't.
think it's funny that Luke is thinking that you would be would have a dwarf-like beard.
Nah.
Rock and stone.
Oh.
Nah. I don't. But I have hair like a sheep. I could have genuinely gone as a sheep VTuber. But it's just
Wait.
like.
Is that curly?
Well, back in the day it was really curly. The funny thing is that it has become over the years less curly, so that's really interesting with me.
Imagine saying bar all the time while at school.
No. But like it was the family joke.
Yeah. Time to shed the Lucas.
Schafschur.
Sharp sure.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I have to admit, a beard doesn't suit me.
I mean, part of the issue is that like I grow beards so slowly that it's like not really worth it.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Wish I had a real... Yeah, I only had those stubs. Those ugly little stubs in the face. Nothing more.
I mean, a 3-day beard is for me like 2 weeks nearly. It's like
You think to yourself, damn, I'm lucky.
well, like 1 week, but like
Yeah, I have to shave like weekly or else it's just... Well, the thing is I begin clean shaved and then I end the week as if 500 years have passed.
It's been 84 years.
But then again, I do end up at times with like genuine neck beard. After all, I use Linux, so have to fit the fucking stereotype.
Nah. Whoever programmer sucks.
I mean, do right now.
Good.
Yeah. Still can't figure out what this like. Occasionally cracking, occasionally just like sudden movements in my
On your wheelbase is.
Yeah, is it my wheelbase? Is it the stand underneath?
And suddenly it fucking dies.
Guess I might need to try the Brothers
Try to
R5 again, because that would very quickly illustrate the if it's one or the other.
Yeah, that's the point.
Probably should, but I'm also
have a
busy.
T300 that I rarely used. With a stupid rim, with that P310 rim.
P310?
That's the Sparkle competition mod.
Ah.
With that Alcantara.
Okay. I don't know how to say it, Virus.
I died, I think I clipped the inside curb too much.
Well, at least you didn't roll the car.
Why is Spotify suggesting me Weihnachtssongs 2024, die größten Weihnachtshits?
Because we're coming up to Christmas.
No, Mom's birthday is first.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
But it can't figure that one out.
I'm sorry, but I only get in Christmas mood around December 1st.
I mean,
When
they at
I'm
least
allowed to
waited
open
till
the
like
advent
mid-November in this case, and not just like blasted into you before Halloween.
I don't want to get whammed early on.
What's wrong with it?
He doesn't want to get whammed because the thing is, it's not All I Want for Christmas. That is the big Christmas song that like no one can stand in Germany anymore. But it's instead Wham's Last Christmas.
Oh, last Christmas.
Don't do this! Weird.
You fucking dicks!
Everyone fucking knows this song back and forth, but like,
That's my own favorite song. Well, used to be because, but then you know it got overplayed to death.
it's like I mean, it's overplayed to death in Germany, to the extent that like Americans hate. All I Want for Christmas is You. Like, All I Want for Christmas is You is like a palate cleanser during Christmas time in Germany. It's like it's that bad. Like, it is that genuinely terrible. Wham's Last Christmas.
Oh, by the way, when are you going to play Pinball FX on stream?
I have. Yeah, Drainer mentioned that he has an R9. I've been considering purchasing an R9, but it's also like, do I? I should check if they have like some Black Friday sales or something.
It's a kiss
Money
for you.
plushies.
The
Get
thing.
the plushies instead.
Oh yeah, right. There was the entire thing with Good Smile that have a couple of plushies in rerun, and I'm just like, But the thing is also with Good Smile, I'm trying to avoid saying Goodwill for some reason. It's like,
Let's go thrifting.
I don't think they
Sorry, I
exist
had
in
to say that.
Germany, so.
Let's go thrifting.
But yeah, the thing is with Good Smile is like, do I maybe look up if there is any German distributor before I start importing them? Or
Don't, or you'll regret it. Don't you think? You could get technically an R12. 800 euros.
just the wheelbase though?
Wheelbase with GT wheel.
Huh? For 800 only?
Yeah, but that's just the wheelbase and the GT rim.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only looking for a wheelbase with a rim.
Ah, okay, right. T-LCM.
Yeah, I have T-LCM pedals. I do intend to continue using those.
Okay, let me see if there's an R9.
But yeah, the last time I checked on Case King, they were like not as cheap as just ordering from Moser directly. Okay, I need to now defend and actually think a bit about this because
R9 wheelbase wheelbase only 439.
$139. That's just the wheelbase.
Yep.
That's I think roughly what Moser is charging. Last time I checked.
Ah yes. Time to get myself into debt.
Is your rig strong enough for a DD? Well, that's kind of part of the question because I've been having these like weird snapping noises and like also sometimes weird feel in the steering a bit. Where I'm like, I'm not sure, is this coming from the wheelbase? Is this coming from the rig? Is this coming from the wheelbase starting to rip itself loose from the wheel deck? Although I kind of checked that. I did tighten the screws a week or two ago. To double check that like it's not wiggling on that axis, but like I've driven an R5 on it. Although it's a bit uncomfortable driving the R5 on because I'm using the table clamp for it.
Table.
And the table clamp specifically with Moza wheels sticks out a lot on the bottom where my legs are in this case.
My leg.
So it hitting the bottom of those screws is like not particularly comfortable, I can say out of experience.
Okay, there would be a bundle, but holy shit, that price is ouchie for me. Moza R21.
Oh god.
Guess what price?
$2,000.
1.5 grand. Where would you usually buy Moza stuff? Directly from their website? Or where would you get it? Oh, Black Friday sale starts on November 21st.
Okay.
On
On the
Moza
Moza side? Okay, good. That's good information to know.
Up to 100% off. I mean, up to $100 off. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Are they like giving away one item if you buy two? What is going on?
The Fanatec track. The Fanatec strat.
Next time I think about getting a Moza base or Moza stuff. Wait, since when is a Moza wheelbase white?
I think they've been selling a version of the R9 in white, something like that. The thing is, there's also two versions of the R9. There's the R9 V1 and V2. With the V2 having more extended compatibility with some of their cheaper wheel rims.
Not gonna lie, their pithouse software looks good. Screenshot wise. It doesn't look as dated as Fanatec software.
Have you seen Thrustmaster?
Fuck off! I've seen them, I've used them, I fucking hate it.
Thrustmaster software that is built into Windows' control settings. And is like genuinely worse than like using oversteer under Linux to configure the wheel brace.
Be me, be stupid, using this and that.
But have you seen Flatbox? Because that's a Linux implementation for the Pithouse software. Replacing Pithouse. The fun part is with Moza wheelbases, you can also connect via the Moza app on your phone to configure the wheelbase.
Neat.
So you don't even have to have Pithouse installed on your computer. Although you technically need it, I think, for the driver. Except when you're obviously on the OS that doesn't need that.
Maybe I should. Let me see what Fanatec has to offer.
Stock.
Doc. Yeah, they're also offering the handbrake for €100 now. Yes, 100 instead of 130.
You have you played guitar on Reno before? And also that you have multiple guitar amps?
Motherfucker. Nah. Sorry for cussing. I thought this is a PG rated stream.
It never was. Reminder, I got age restricted on a couple of words on my channel because of swearing. Oh fuck.
5 Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn.
5 Minecraft YouTubers.
5 times Moya has sworn. 5 times Moya has insulted your mother.
Play
Club
guitar.
Spot magnetic pedal module.
You don't play guitar anymore. It's an interesting mention that you say that you want to get rid of your guitar amps, but like didn't mention that you want to get rid of your guitar. Guitars. It's also, as I said, the interesting part that you have multiple amps.
Amps.
Because, you know, all I know about basically music is like from watching Project Rock, so... and K-On! Technically as well. Fuck! I lost control of the car! Oh...
Oh no. He lost
nearly...
control.
I think Darren genuinely did not want to pass me while making a mistake. I think he's trolling me the entire time right now. Because he did slow down. I kept the position. He definitely slowed down behind me. He should have been able to pass me easily.
Oh boy, people have to pre-order the pedals now that I own. No way.
Pre-order and never get delivered.
Yeah, I had to wait a month for my wheelbase.
Oh yeah, there's only 2 minutes 40 remaining on the clock. Boy!
Boy oh boy, I sure hope nobody shits down.
No wonder I'm having slight issues at this point with my tires.
The tires are cooked, mate.
It kind of quite literally, because it is has been displaying yellow on my rear tires basically the entire race.
Yellow.
Just Porsche things.
Why did it dupe everything in... What the fuck? Why did you dupe everything in my shopping cart, you piece of poop?
You mean the Mazda side?
No, Fanatec. I've looked up every wheel that I wanted and selected a few things like quick releases.
Yeah, the Mazda side is the shopping cart gets a bit buggy from time to time. Well, the thing is, the shopping cart is fine, but the problem is when you open 2 tabs or so, the individual tabs start then displaying what is in your shopping cart differently. So you suddenly have items in the shopping cart or not, and only when you open the shopping cart it tells you what you have inside. It becomes Schrodinger's shopping cart.
It's struck. It's struck.
And as somebody who is a heavy multi-tab user, it's
Motherfucker.
yeah, open a new tab is
pedals? Oh, not really. How pricey are they?
Just started the final.
CRP2 pedals, throttle and brake. Where's the clutch? Do I need a clutch?
Don't you have pedals?
Yeah. Wait, they have digital dashes? I can't believe it.
Fanatec? I thought
No,
they had one.
Moza.
Yeah, Mazda has.
Oh, guess what? The multifunction stalks are still on pre-order.
Is the trucker rim on pre-order still?
Let me check. And the CMHD Racing Dash is out of stock. Pain, Dio. The TSW truck wheel. It's on by now.
Huh.
Let me guess
Interesting.
you want a truck.
No.
It's 329 euros.
I mean, it's not by far their priciest room.
It's the Lamborghini one, right?
Probably. But like, they have quite like Fanatec has actually cheaper wheel rims than Monza in some ways. Monza has gotten better with this. There's some wheel rims that are some of their ES line that is like quite cheap at this point.
Okay, the Lamborghini one costs 1,400 euros.
Yeah, but they do have obviously some of these like ESGT rims that are pretty, and those rims are really good. I've driven on like they're like standard rim that they ship with the R5 bundle. It's decent.
Stop nutting.
It's pretty good. I want to personally buy the KS rim, the KS open wheeler rim.
Okay, steering wheel, one that's getting bundled with oh no.
Well, most their
mistaken.
rims have sort of a bundle with all the wheelbases.
What about getting the shifter? I heard so many good things about their shifter.
Well, I personally have an SHH shifter, so that serves me still really well.
SHH is the same brand that... Oh, it's that shifter.
Yeah, it's this like I think Portuguese 3D printed shifter.
But it sounds really good, isn't it?
It's pretty good. I did recently Google the site up again, and they're like on their 5th or 8th iteration, something like that. They had quite a massive redesign. So you get so the shifter plates from the new shifter don't fit on the old shifter, but they still sell it for the old shifter, and I think the old shifter would still be also compatible with my I think 2.0 model that I have.
Oh, the wheelbase. I see.
But yeah, I bought it back then because for like $115 with shipping included, it was still cheaper than the Thrustmaster offering for a shifter.
Yeah, I really need to get a better rig.
And it can do obviously H, and it can swap into sequential as well.
Yeah.
It's a solid shifter. I love it.
I still need to get a better rig when I want to upgrade to a 12 meter base.
Yeah.
Or you would hear.
Yeah, I should have checked how much tire wear I put in the end there. Right, we want to briefly check on the replay, especially turn 1. Much sense to sell broken guitars? I mean, you know, I don't know how they are broken.
Broken bones.
So occasionally things can be repaired, but also with like music instruments, it's a bit funny because like when they take certain damage, they can't really recover from that.
Slurp.
I mean, with dank pots,
We don't talk about dank pots.
why?
Just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, some other piece of like music knowledge I have is like some dank pot. I think one of his other channels where he talks about music.
The drum thing.
Yeah, the drum thing where he like covered in one of the videos he covered a drums some what is it called? It's like dish thing on a drum set. Anyway,
You mean a splash or crash?
Yeah, those, and like one of them had been welded and just didn't have any sound anymore because of that. And he had other ones that just like had like part of the rim like missing, but like you could still technically play them. They didn't sound right completely, but like they were still playable. But like the welded one just like had no sound anymore left. And it's just that's sort of the risk you run with music instruments. When they break, you can't. Could fix them. They look
shit about it.
you could quote unquote fix them, but like they don't work that anymore as they're supposed to.
Oh, I maybe remember this Zidillion or whatever Splash or Crash it was. That welded one.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing. They're here. A splash or crash that does not splash or crash. Sorry, I had to had to burp. Almost threw up.
But yeah, the guy who had was he pole sitter at the start, Bogdan, or was he? I mean, we can just briefly check. Yeah, he was pole sitter, so he just broke so early for turn 1, and I had obviously some Porsche launch, so I got away pretty well. But yeah, he broke at the spot that you would if you had if you were on a flying lap, but because we had just started, you can break a lot later, and I just flew around the outside of him there. That was a lot of success there.
Did you know there's an Pro Street inspired HUD?
For what? AC. Oh, I was about to say AC, and like, yeah.
Stay very there.
It probably exists there as well, but there's also like for Beam, like, okay, I mean, yeah, sure. That's also not too surprising. I mean, the only game more punishing with totaling your car is Pro Street compared to PUBG Drive. So, what happened here with Bogdan? Because he was following me for bits. Oh yeah, he had spun there. Ah, he ran into after the long right-hander. You have this small kink where you're like constantly at risk of running into the grass and spinning that way. He took too much curb on the inside and launched his rear end around that way. Spun out that way. Camps just finished him off effectively. Because he was like, I mean, Camps sort of saved him from nosing into the wall. That's the funny part, because he would have probably just gone into the wall there at that angle. Because he didn't have anywhere to go, he just spun him out fully. Just finished him off. And then Camps obviously was following me for a bit. And himself got overtaken. But the man, the myth,
Legend 27.
No 84. Ah. He just took a bunch of gravel there. I see. That's how that one happened. So where was my escapade here? 'Cause he was for sure close. I must have been a lap prior to that. Yeah, he would have had a complete opportunity here to pass me. There's no reason for him to brake and slow down to keep behind me. Like, even if he's slightly afraid of me completely losing it and crashing into him. Explain yourself, Darren. Why didn't you pass me here? It's like, it's quite obvious that there's a lot of room on the right to just fly by me.
Maybe he thought that we're gonna go like towards the right of the track, and that's why. But I don't think so.
He does briefly brake and turn right.
Yeah, I didn't want to hit you if you spun.
Yeah, just, I don't know. I would have probably like just swung the car all the way to the right and just completed it. Because... yeah, you down gear here and then you gear back up, and at that point I had already rebuilt momentum. Gotten the car back under control. Yeah, I did watch, I did see that already. But it was... that was slightly different because he was already, like, sliding out. Oh, come on, can I just... yeah, right, I skipped forward for a second. I did see that, but, like, it's... I think also, like, that... The problem is you had to brake like this here to just... so you had even a chance to get to the right. Otherwise, you would have had to quite literally drive through me. Even if I'm, like, half off the track here. But at this point here, like... I'm back up to getting to speed, and you had already lost about the same amount of speed from slowing down to avoid me. So it came about... yeah, it's like... it felt like a lot longer that I was out of control. Granted, like, I was sliding for a long time, but, like, that didn't lose so much time yet. The time I actually spent being slow was, like, very minimal. Right, that's... but yeah, I did see the other accident. Where he just, like, finished him off. Wait, where is he? Can we find him? Here he is. It's a bit easier if you have a lap here. Yeah, he hit the curb here. It's just gone. It's just... that's kind of the slight difference. Yeah, I felt more like that was more the case, that you were like waiting to not pass me while I'm off
by the lamppost in beam.
But yeah, I felt like you were definitely not wanting to pass me while making a mistake. But I feel like, you know, at that point you deserve the position, because I've been like mainly holding her on by just driving around the circuit, and then I made a mistake that should have given you the position. But like, it didn't end up being that, guys. Man, you did still get the fastest lap, because fucking hell. Rapid. I mean, I pulled something out of the hat to get my lap times compared to qualifying. Then again, I didn't do much practice, so yeah. Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I wonder how that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have to admit that I did a lot of like while we're driving around chatting here to pass the time. It's quite difficult to pass, but like, granted I can get away with quite a lot before I start making too many mistakes. And I did occasionally get reminded by you that, like, hey, I need to pay attention to this, especially when you occasionally try to do attempts on me in turn one. Or a bit close out of oh, God, it's just... this track is so difficult to pass on.
How do I scale down apps on Beam?
Do you know? Yeah, I mean, the first laps I did was during qualifying, so... Well, technically I had raced this circuit with this car in June. Like, I had...
That's decent.
Yeah, I'd raced in June this combination in V-Track. And I only noticed this today when I checked the... when I opened the setup, so like, do I have a setup right now for this car? Or do I need to load it out of the... totally legitimately acquired J. Lopez setup folder? Yes, I do have two of them. A J. Lopez setup and an actual Porsche setup from June this year? When did I race in... When did I race in June? It's like, oh yeah, I did race V-Track there. Huh. I completely blanked this race out of my memory. I thought it had been longer since I last raced in Zandvoort. But yeah, my first lap was also just the funniest part of it was Virus predicting that I would be first place by turn 1, and I'm just like, nah, I'm starting 4th. How is that gonna happen?
What's that gonna happen?
And well,
I told you.
yeah, Cam's did a small checkup just before the green, and then just broke very early into turn 1. Granted, I've been spooked in a similar way in turn 1 before, although not out of the fucking second row. That hasn't happened.
By like how broke early? Break early?
Yeah, I had been it was Brands Hatch last season. What's his name again? I can't remember names. Oh, infamous Aston driver. He drove around the outside of me in turn 1. In turn 1 and I think turn 2 even in Brands in the rain. So and then sealed the deal into the next corner. And here but he was at least alongside me in the starting order. Here it was... he just broke early enough for me to just fly by. It's like... I mean, there was my start 2 weeks ago now, basically, in V-Track. So before last Saturday. Where I also passed a bunch of people. Like, I made up like 8 positions or so in 4 corners. Something ridiculous like that. Just like past half the field in the span of half a lap around Dollington. And it wasn't raining. It wasn't raining even. It had rained in qualifying, which was why I was so far down. But like it wasn't raining in the race, and I thought like, well, this is not gonna end well for me without rain. But he did. I still made a good race out of that. Oh yeah, Tom, Verts, God, memory. I do think I want to go to bed now because I have to kind of a bit earlier because trains do be doing the funny again.
Oh no.
They're doing more construction work, so they're dropping some train lines, and like I have to do funny shenanigans. It's not too bad this case. My train just runs about 20 minutes earlier. Well, the connection to get there on time requires me to take a train nearly 20 minutes earlier.
So it's gonna be 20 minutes late, what you're saying.
No, the
Yeah, I know, because it's Deutsche Bahn, that's why,
yeah, usually I would take a different train and then just run it out to the destination. But like, in this case, I have to take a different train that runs. Well, actually, more like 12 minutes earlier, not like that much, but like it's still.
Still earlier. That's
It's
the
still
main point.
earlier, and the problem is I
Still earlier.
regularly in the mornings just. Oh, my alarm goes off at 8 a.m. and I just turn it off. And then I
Yeah,
sleep
so-
another half an hour. That's dangerous. I play a dangerous game.
Dangerous game where the next, will it be 10 minutes or 30 minutes? Find out.
Well, 2 hours. That's also a risk.
Or 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, there's always that risk, right? But yeah, I'm planning to be back tomorrow with Metro. Maybe, hopefully. Hopefully I
Or
can do
Windows,
that.
right?
What do you say?
On Windows.
Good question. I don't have it right now installed on the Windows.
Oh no. Oh god.
I do have it installed on the Linux. I did test the game to be running, so
But
yeah.
you said with the tracking.
Yeah, I don't have model tracking, which means I can't have a moving model. I will be staring in people's soul and
Staring down your soul.
yeah, I mean, you
Your
quite
soul is
literally
mine.
have the stream from Saturday to stream if you want what hell
Yeah.
this would be.
I saw a little bit from Saturdays, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how that would end up. But like, the thing is, it's like, do I want to have proper tracking that is makes this a bit more fun to watch, or do I want to run it on Linux because it's fucking running this VR game on Linux?
Mm.
Although a funny thing I did find out about the other day, the original list for games supported on the Proton with the first releases included Beat Saber, which is really interesting considering that's a VR game.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. So that has a long history because, like, me and like other people probably like when they look at Proto, like, well, does this work with VR? It's like, yes, it quite literally from the beginning has always supported VR, which is really interesting. Right. In any case, good